in the losers bracket, we have Leonant, a returnee from last year. From I can't
Mexico.
even pronounce that. That is
Let me
quite
hold.
the
Let me pull it up. Ecatepec, Estado de Mexico. That's what we have in here.
yeah.
Sure hope my busted up accent, my fake Hispanic accent, comes through.
I can roll my R's, but I can't parse that. Too many
But yeah, so
yeah.
many vowels. But yes,
Yep.
as you can see, this man is a fan, chariot main, through and through, but also dabbling in some hermit, in some empress, and some daughter strength.
Yeah, Leonard an interesting player in that he's got some extremely strong low tiers, despite the fact that he's overall probably a high tier player.
Yeah. No, he's
Um,
very diverse in the character roster that he has on deck. So this does mean that like when it comes to the counter picking war, more often than not, he's the one that gets to be in control rather than the other other players that they have one defined style or the gimmick.
yeah, it's
So
pretty
having that
difficult to
range is
get
really good.
a leg up on Leonid in terms of your counter pick.
All right.
You've gotta you've just gotta go into a slugfest with him and hope you come out on top. Uh,
Exactly.
another another representative of the pizza squad here.
Yes. Pizza, so damn nice. I've done it once. I've done it twice. I'm gonna do it third time. Maturino, check it out. If you want to give some more money to the people, don't need to spend anything of your own. Just link up your social, choose Maturino, do a lot of small things, and you know what? After this, lean it and just go grab a nice slice. The more that you guys get you put in the pot, the more pizza slices these guys can have. So yeah, do that real nice and real quickly.
All right.
And especially considering this man is not just a Metal Slug fan, but a Pump It Up fan. So that boy needs his calories after playing his heart out in Pump It Up, because oh my god, that game is pretty freaking exhausting.
You'll definitely get your cardio in playing Pump It Up.
Absolutely. I can definitely say that without a doubt in my mind.
Also, for his favorite anime, he put down 4, unlike everybody else. So
Yeah.
One Piece making the top one, but
Yep.
also repping One Punch Man, Demon Slayer, and Jujutsu Kaisen. So definitely a fan of the battle shonen as a demographic or a
Absolutely.
genre.
Battle Shonen and just also very stylish fight scenes. Just so much eye candy. This man just loves watching people just beat the living hell out of everyone else and just having a good time. All right.
All right. Also from Mexico,
Yep.
Torreon, Coahuila, Mexico. We
All
have
right.
our resident money idol exchanger, uncontested world champ, pretty much. But sort of came out of nowhere halfway through the Majidoro Masters season last year and just converted his money idol exchanger finesse into magical drop finesse and immediately became a force to be reckoned with on all
Yes.
of the high tiers. You do not
Oh
want to let
yeah.
this man get the counter pick advantage unless you are really good at
Yeah.
staying alive because he is going to bury you alive.
Yes. Especially since he has that tower on deck, he is definitely taking you to the disco rave. You are going to be seeing so many colors, and you're also just gonna be feeling so much pressure with the father strength and that hangman on deck.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Butt's also running a little bit of a league of his own. He hosts regular money idol exchanger tournaments called Butzbb's Boss Challenge. So if you're a fan of the other Uppy Downy, you should definitely go check those out because they're a lot of fun. I've
Oh yeah.
managed to squeeze my way into one of them. For his
But
favorite
yeah.
food, we have chilaquiles verdes and entomatatas.
Nah, I'm gonna be real. Should look good as hell.
It looks delicious. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I would definitely order a recommendation.
I'll definitely try that at least once, or just make it for myself and with some friends. But yeah, when he's not playing an uppy downy, he's also a fan of Final Fantasy. Just the series as a whole, he couldn't pick one. He put so many. One,
Well,
two, three, four, five, not 6 or 7, or 8, but we do have 9, 12, and 13 represented for himself as well.
oh yeah, that's
That
true.
that
His
checked.
name Butts is a prominent character in Final Fantasy V, so that's a
Yeah,
possible inspiration for that. And repping Sailor Moon, one of the most iconic magical girl series of all time. A true
absolutely.
masterpiece.
So true. But yeah, that is it. And you know what? While we're still waiting just a little bit for everyone to just be lined up for the match, as we see in chat, we got the match arena set up. Sign into some social links. Just going onto your Twitter and just clicking that. You just get a free 25 cents into it. But then you can do also many other things. You can subscribe to Match Arena. You can just work with Power A, follow all of these other different social quests. Oh,
Oh, looks like the match is picking off. We've got a Mexico team kill going on here.
yeah. Right? There we go. Okay.
All right, Ficade behaving today and letting me in.
Yep.
And right on time, we are off to the races already.
This time a very sane, regular, no rainbow start on game. But yeah, Butz being in the back foot right now, trying his hard to stay alive, and he is breathing. He doesn't have a pulse, but he's super behind the quota right now.
Yeah, Butts often has a very interesting way of playing Magician. He's one of the players who is very cognizant of the number of chains he sends. And he usually does a very good job of making sure that the damage his opponent gets is really hard to clear.
Right.
Yeah,
oh my god. Cashing out on all the resources. Thankfully, with a character like Magician, giving yourself that one extra line means that you can kind of play a little bit better, but fortunately, might have just had a little bit of a brain oops on that move. That round.
Yeah, I think Butts saw the power orb and really wanted to make use of it, but unfortunately did not have any yellow orbs accessible to make that power orb work.
Right.
It's falling a little bit behind pace here, but managing to recover a little bit.
Okay, big clear is incoming, so this should at least help catch him up a little bit. Especially with some ice on deck, one more clear should do it! Yes!
Yep.
Don't play a video game!
Coming back from
clear, don't play the video game, that's how you win.
Yeah, Butts doing a pretty good job to come back from a pretty sizable disadvantage there.
Yeah. Again, he's just very fortunate, when he's put in that situation, even though he was so far behind, so many resources on the back end, so it was very easy for him to just, like you were saying, recognize, all the damage that he's been doing. It's also just giving him that extra time to just look at the quota count, see how much he needs to be able to clear out.
Yeah, see that round in particular was a very good example of Butts kind of maximizing the effect of Magician's damage. All of his chains, while still very efficient on how many orbs they were clearing, were very short, and so the damage that Leonant got made his board very difficult to punch through, in an efficient manner at least. And that's how the damage racks up, and you can lead to a top out pretty quickly.
Right. Okay, I think just hold off onto that blue resolving itself. We can try and get another strong chain coming in. Oh my god, I think Butz has this in the bag.
Oh,
Yes.
I was gonna say, only needs a 4 match, but Leonant topping out there at the end. All of the pressure rolling in. The way garbage queues up in Mag Drop, if you send extra lines, they're all snapshots of the pattern. So if you send like 4 lines and then 4 lines, you get the top 4 lines from the opponent's pattern twice. So your board can just get horrendously pushed out of shape very quickly. Alright, this Lover's pattern. Let's see if he clones. Oh, he is gonna.
Yes, he does have the clone and does keep the yellow on deck. Gonna go for it again? Looks like it, but he is holding 3, so gonna have to force to burn that yellow immediately.
Right.
Or he can just win by pressure. That works too.
Yeah. Leonant, I guess, letting his board. Letting his board a little bit out of shape. One of the biggest things to keep in mind with this pattern is that while you get very nice, get the very nice lines in the back because it's Fool's color pattern. The shape of Lover pushes it out of that very nice shape immediately. So you have to be really careful with how much damage you're willing to accept.
Right.
As well as how much damage you're willing to send.
Yeah.
Leonant unfortunately let the board get a little pushed out of shape there. Didn't have a couple of nice auto cascades. Clearing up a little bit of it, but unfortunately, he has left himself in a horrible spot. So much rearranging required to get back into the Braver quota, and Butz is going to take this by a huge margin.
Yeah, the moment you pause like that, like they're in headlights in this game, it might as well just be a wrap at that point.
But unfortunately,
the thing is, like, Lover's pattern really isn't that hard to clear out as long as, you keep on moving forward, but the moment you pause, accept as much lines as Leonant did, it's just checkmate at that point.
Yeah, Lovers has a very interesting pattern in that it's one of the few low tiers where you want to stay pretty high on your board, so you don't let the really nice color pattern get pushed out of shape. You really have to. You really have to be almost cognizant of what color is going to come next. Oh, and Leonant is going to do the all clear.
Oh, okay, he does have reds on deck, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Doesn't pick up the clone power gem, but still just moving smoothly right now through the damage.
Alright, the pressure is just gonna push Butz off the top, and we're gonna go to 1-1. Leonant looking a little shaky at the start of that game, but really turning it around at the end there.
Yeah. But just immediately moving straight into the Hangman. No doubts, no questions about it. We are going to choose violence again.
Yeah, same shape, but
different colors and not in a good way.
Yeah, definitely not in a good way. Lovers has the same colors as Fool. Hangman has the same colors as Father's Friend. If that puts it in a perspective at all.
Yeah. Basically red, I'm new. One erupts in there. Yeah, again, it's just one huge scrap fest at bottom board.
Yeah.
Like it's all about trying to maximize the efficiency of your starting board, but also not trying to leave yourself resource scarce once you accept that first wave of damage.
Yeah, the orbs you get tend to come in slightly odd numbers, so like 4 or 7. So if you're only making matches of 3, you start to accumulate odds at the top of your pattern, kind of like Leonant just did there.
Right.
And it can lead to a lot of very stressful shuffling around as you tread water, basically. This pattern feels a lot like you're drowning. The water is rising a little bit faster than you can swim upwards.
Yeah. Secret character? No.
Right,
oh,
we're going to Sun.
Okay.
For quite a while, Butz is despite being because of his incredible mechanical prowess, Butz is undoubtedly one of the most mechanically some of the best mechanical skills in the community. Just the nature of the APM you need to play at the level of money idol exchanger that he does is ridiculous. So
Right.
he's always been very good at the high tier characters. He does not quite have the same degree. Oh no! Leon's orb's getting eaten by the annoying glitch where if you throw a line onto the top of a spire as it hits the top of your board, your match will just disappear and nothing will happen.
Oh.
But yeah, as I was saying, despite having pretty much from the beginning being a menace on the high tier characters, he doesn't quite have the last year at least, he didn't quite have the experience on the low tiers that some of the players who have been in the scene for long have. So he kind of struggled on them. But he's been doing a lot this past year to shore up that weakness, and he's been a terror in pretty much every bracket he's been in, regardless of what character you bring him to. Leonant waited a little bit too long for Garge to come onto his board, and it cost him because he needed to match, got pushed out of alignment. That sort of let Butz sneak in for the victory right there. Ooh, this red power orb.
Butz is looking really clean for this last game. Again, board status is just super healthy right now. And I mean, just trying to struggle, just finding an opportunity to just, really jump into that Kodo game. Big clear from Butz, and that's going to be it for him. 3-1, knocking Leonant out of this bracket.
A tough draw into a respectable showing.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, Leonant's tournament comes to an end, but he definitely put on a good show.
Absolutely.